I work full-time as a customer service manager for a group of medical clinics. I'm a dad. My son is 3 years old. I'm engaged with the same partner for about 11 years now, and we're a growing family. I was living in a 600 square foot apartment, one bedroom, right? It was the bottom floor. It had issues with floodwater coming in. Every time it would rain or snow, we'd get water on our walls, stuff like that. Bad windows, bad heat, the works. It was just not the best place, but it was cheap enough and good landlord, so it was doing okay, but it presents a lot of problems, right? You wake up every morning and you try and just get up to make coffee, make breakfast, and you're waking up the whole house, and you can hear everything your neighbors are doing. There's no privacy. You have that shared space. It was just really congesting, and there was no workspace. I work 70 hours a week sometimes. It's nice to be able to have some time at home to be able to do that, and in that small of a space, there was no room. I had no idea what it took to buy a house, but I knew that I needed to make some changes and make that my goal, which was to grow our family and get into a bigger space. We connected through Facebook, and he was able to introduce me to the whole process as far as getting pre-approved, and then as far as searching for a home. And so I started that process, and the first attempt we made at that, I learned some lessons. Improve your credit, get some more savings. There's some things you have to do there. And so I made it my mission to make that happen. So after I got my credit fixed and I was ready to begin looking for a house, you guys connected me with a lender who got me pre-approved, and then I was able to start looking for some houses. But I learned an important lesson with the very first house we went and saw. We were ready just to jump right into the first deal. We were so excited to get into a house. We were excited to be pre-approved, and we were ready to throw down a contract at the very first house we looked at. And it took a little bit of coaching and education. We were able to realize with your guys' help that you don't jump at that first opportunity, and that if we put some faith in the system, we'd find a better home, the right home. And so we continued looking for homes. After about the 30th, 40th house, several times we had put some offers out. We were finally under contract with a great house, and we were very happy with that home. And I think we were able to get that house within just a couple of days of it going on to the market. You guys put together a really strong deal, very competitive, and the sellers were very happy with it. As a first-time home buyer, I was a little bit inexperienced to the whole process, but I was informed. They took their time with me, and I was able to really look for the home that meant a lot to our family, and the right home. I'd recommend anyone from a first-time home buyer to a veteran buyer going with you guys, because I really feel like you take the time and pride in your work, and that's important. It's really important. I was able to find a lot of good information to Elevate Ave through your guys' Facebook, and you guys were really easy to get a hold of, very responsive. I heard back from Jose the same day I reached out to him. And any question I've ever had, you guys have been right on top of it. I just want to say my family is very appreciative of the time you guys took with us. I've heard horror stories about the home buying process and how bad it can be. And I didn't know what I was expecting going into it. At the end of the race, I felt relieved. It had not been that stressful. I'm sure it was for you guys at times. And I really appreciate the patience you guys showed with us. Cool. Yeah, did I do okay?